Hi, everybody. Meteorologist Joe Cioffi. Weather in 5 days in 5 minutes on another relatively quiet Friday across the United States. There's just very little going on other than some flood watches that are up for the Pacific Northwest and some high wind watches that are posted up in that part of the country. And the most exciting winter weather that we're seeing is the freezing fog and the freezing fog advisories for parts of Texas. That's it. It's just absolutely dead quiet. It's been dead quiet nationwide for quite a while now. Just an absolute absence of any major storms. And really, we don't see anything as far as big snows for the northern mid Atlantic on up to southern New England, or even small snows for that matter, right through the middle of next week. After that, it always falls into the who knows category. But for now, let's just look ahead to the weekend and look forward to some warmer temperatures to start off next week. Our satellite picture this morning, we are starting to see a little bit of high cloudiness coming in from the west, and you see those clouds extend back up toward the Great Lakes and also from the Carolinas on southward. And this is low pressure that's coming out of the northeastern Gulf of Mexico and moving northeastward. If you look very carefully on this loop, you'll notice that you do have the different players here. You have the northern stream system that is dropping down. You have the southern stream system that's moving along. And the problem is, in terms of having an event move up the East Coast, is whether those two streams stay separate or do they phase. And what's likely to happen is they're likely to phase when they move off the coastline, and that's long. After the storm is long gone, the surface storm will be developing. This might bring some solid snows up to Nova Scotia and parts of New Brunswick in Canada. And that really is about it. So the radar, nothing close by today. We are in good shape here with regards to precipitation. No precipitation to worry about. You can see some precip out to the west. In parts of western Kentucky and down into western Tennessee, and also moving across Alabama and Georgia, and that is moving on up to the northeast. So it's a pretty quiet setup here. We've got a weak high off of Cape Cod. We have a little bit of a winding coastal front developing off the North Carolina coast. And there's your low that's southeast of New Orleans. Really, not all the systems that we're seeing here in terms of what's on the map. They're all pretty weak in nature. Now, as far as snow is concerned, because I know a number of you are interested in skiing, we are seeing the probability of at least 2 inches of snow this weekend, because there will be some snow moving through parts of central and northern New England and upstate New York come later Saturday into Sunday. So for the next 72 hours, this is the probability of at least 2 inches. And in the Adirondacks, it looks like a pretty good bet. If I just put the numbers up to 4 inches, you'll notice that that is confined to also up into the Adirondacks. The darker blue is 40 to 50% probability of at least 4. And that means there's a fairly good bet over the next 72 hours that there'll be 4 inches of new snow. But other than that, if you just look everywhere else, it's absolutely quiet. And in the long term, I'm jumping on the Weather Prediction Center's forecast for next Friday. So this is an early look. A 10 to 30% probability of the equivalent of 2 inches of snow and sleet. And you can see where WPC is drawing the lines here from northwestern Virginia, north and west of Washington and Baltimore, to about Philadelphia, across Long Island, and covering much of eastern Pennsylvania up to New England. That would be the next opportunity for any kind of frozen precipitation. And as we've seen over and over again, these opportunities just seem to fizzle as we get closer and closer to real time. So we'll take a look at where this is all going as far as our forecast is concerned for the weekend. And I think, other than the fact that there will be this minor grazing of rain here tonight. Actually, some precip showing up on the radar, according to the GFS, as early as this evening. Everything seems to be just moving along even faster. Weak low off the North Carolina coast. So, other than that, just about for the vast majority of you, you won't see a thing. And then, slowly but surely, weather conditions will improve over the weekend. Little upper air disturbance comes through. You see those snow showers there Sunday afternoon in upstate New York, up into the Catskills, with a little low moving southeast. Northwest flow to start off the day on Monday turns westerly, and this begins our warm up. And we should be okay until later Tuesday. And then when some showers come in, and then a frontal system with a couple of waves on it, each one's going to try to move on through. Each one's going to have only a moderate amount of success, and as a result, we'll get into some showers. So, temperature wise, highs today will be pretty much into the low 40s in most places, maybe middle 40s in some of the warmest spots. Temperatures are going to be held down because of increasing cloud cover. And for tomorrow, we're looking at highs mostly in the low to mid 40s for your Saturday, with leftover clouds and maybe even a few breaks of sun. And then we're going to start nudging the temperatures up a little bit higher on Sunday. Mostly 40s, some 50s starting to show up back down near Baltimore and Washington. And then Monday, looks really nice. Look at these mid and upper 60s pushing up into Virginia and Maryland, and low 60s into southeastern Pennsylvania and southern New Jersey, mid to upper 50s everywhere else. Monday's going to be quite the nice day, I think, with some sunshine and those rising temperatures. And we're still going to be holding into the 50s on Tuesday, along with a chance for showers. So, bottom line is the weekend is actually going to turn out to be okay. I think Sunday will be the better of the 2 weekend days in terms of the amount of sunshine that might be around. There should be a bit more of it, although there will be some clouds to deal with. And for Saturday, we're looking at leftover clouds, maybe some breaks of sunshine developing as we go through the day. And of course, for the rest of today, I'm doing this backwards, it's sunshine giving way to arriving clouds. So have a great Friday and a terrific weekend. And we'll, of course, be up here to update you on that. Joe Rayo, for those of you on the free weather app, Joe Rayo has his short fuse update, which will be on during this afternoon. And I'll give you a notification. Will go out on the app when that happens. And of course, the app is free. So if you haven't downloaded it yet, it's the Meteorologist Joe Cioffi weather app on Google Play or on the App Store. And he and I will probably live stream tonight at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Have a great day, everybody.